welcome to another episode of CALLE NEGOCIOS. I'm your host, Tommy, and today I have one of my good friends, one of my best friends, Cristofer. Thank you for coming, viejo.
It's always a pleasure being here, bro.
Yeah, you know. Ever since this project was, started, we started talking about it in the group chat, and I always mentioned that I would have, either you, Richie, Sergio on the podcast. Y pues finally se está dando, but
Congrats.
for the people that don't know you, who are you, what do you do, what do you play?
I'm Chris. People know me as Cristofer_1 on IG. Follow me.
Free promo.
24. I'm 24. And I'm a musician.
You're a musician. Well, how did this, let's get into the music. Let's get into how you started playing the requinto. What made you, who inspired you and so forth.
So at my household, there was always music. My mom would be cleaning.
Yeah.
Always los bookies,
7 a.m.
But I always loved music, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like music was always in my blood, and who inspired me, Ariel Camacho, bro.
Ariel Camacho. That's like one of everyone's inspirations, no?
Yeah, as a requintero, yes. Miguel y Miguel, Killer Venegas, que pues, etc. Pues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then you started playing, so how did you even buy the first requinto? ¿Quién te lo dio?
So, I was in high school, bro, and then I had one of my friend of mine.
Uh-huh.
He bought a requinto, but never took it serious,
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, you know what, I'll sell it to you for $100. And I was like, I'll take it. I mentioned it to my parents, and they were like, you know what, like, en vez que andas de vago, prefiero que andes ahí.
Yeah. Damn, so you started learning.
Having a hobby, pues.
Having a hobby.
Yeah.
And you didn't know but you didn't know nothing about playing.
I didn't know nothing.
Not even,
nothing.
Did you even know how to grab it, pues? Así como how to hold it?
No, yeah, I knew how to grab and everything.
Yeah.
Like, pause. I knew, yeah. I was sorry, yeah. But
so you started learning, and then you started learning on YouTube.
Yeah.
And what was the first song that you're like, okay, I need to learn this one?
Well, first, since I said, Ariel Camacho, probably, I think it was El Karma or Te Metiste, either or. And then also at that time, Alta Consigna, Perdido Sinaloa, they were popping, bro. So No Te Pido Mucho, etc. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
And at that point when you started playing, you didn't know that it could make money. You're just like,
No, I just took it as a hobby. I just took it as a hobby. You know what? I want to learn, and that's it. Like I just want to be cool, like in front of my friends. Like I want to play, and that's it.
And for me, when I was in middle school, I was in band or the orchestra, whatever. And I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And then I remember like walking in, and they're like, all right, pick an instrument, And I was like, was the tuba the biggest? Because I just wanted the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Tranqui, So I grabbed the biggest one. I was learning. But like obviously we have the little librito, the little, whatever it's called.
Bro, I don't even know how to read that, bro.
Yeah, so I had that, and they teach you,
Yeah.
And I remember starting, and bro, like I would take it home and I would play at the house trying to learn it, because I was like, you had to learn, And fuck, me enfadaba, pues. You're like, bro, like what is this?
Pues.
Yeah. So for you, did you ever get like?
Yeah, bro.
Because now you're playing with no. For me, I had a teacher. You have a teacher. You have the librito.
Yeah.
You play todo. But for you, had nothing.
For me, it was just YouTube. And I remember my sister-in-law's father, bro. He would play guitar, but ya es más retirado, pues, Y me dijo, hey, tengo esta guitarra. Like, I have nothing to do with it. Like, ahí está. Bro, I got so mad so mad that I couldn't learn a song, bro. I fucking broke the fuck out of it, bro. I broke the fuck out of it. No salía.
And it sucks. I'm pretty sure you would hear like the song como
salía, yeah.
And then you're like,
yo quería hacer igual, bro. No salía, bro. Yeah.
Nah.
So I got frustrated and I broke it.
And then from there, so you ended up playing, and eventually you got the hang of it.
Yeah.
And then where'd you start playing? Like, and where's the first time you started playing in front of people? Because you used to play at your house only, huh?
Yeah. I would just be practicing, and then when I was in high school, David. Well, I was in high school, and it was me, Sergio was singing, and there was some twins, bro. Like we would hang out with twins and like other people, and they would record us on the gram and everything.
And they post you.
And they would post it, yeah. And then I guess David was one of the neighbors of the twins, and I didn't know, and they had him as a friend and everything, and David hit the twins up, like, like give me the contact. He got in contact with me. We met up at his mom's house. And then we just started like jamming it. Y ahí, just
poco a poco,
bro, just right there.
And then from then, did you guys get Eric and Alex, or it started like from someone else? Or
No, and then it was Eric jumped in, and then it was just me, Eric, and David.
And you didn't know Eric?
I didn't know Eric at all. He went to the same school, but I didn't know him. Like I don't know who it was. He was in the band. I would be so like calmado. I wouldn't be like all over the place. So yeah.
And so who knew? How? Like what? What do you mean?
Oh, then one of the guys which knew David, his name was Jonathan, I think. He recommended Eric Tubero. He recommended from the band, and he just joined out of nowhere.
And then pues ya se dio.
And then a lot of people would invite us nomás para tocar, pues, you know, because they knew we would play, like,
but like
post on the
like
gram.
At houses.
Yeah, bro, like nomás para, you know, para hacer ruido, pues, you know. So we go, and then one of the guys right there, he doesn't have a group, but he plays también, which his name is Moy. Shout out Moy. And he just joins the grupo, whatever. And I get out, bro. I get out. Like, I don't remember
like
the reason why. I just left.
You just left. You're like,
so it was just them three, you know?
But like, you left the party, or like you left the group?
No, I left the group. Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
I had left the group, and then David hits me up. I was in class, bro. I remember. He was like, you know what? Like, I have like couple dates that are like, that people want us to play at a party. And you could win some money, you know? And I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know. I was like, you know, aquí soy. Like how you say, viejo, de aquí soy.
Once you hear feria, you're like, nah, pues sí, pues cualquier, you know? Like,
yeah, and I was, obviously, we were young, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you started making money, and then your first, I mean, you guys obviously weren't charging what they charged. No, I remember hiring you guys at one point, but yeah, it's como later on in your guys' music career. So you started como, you guys started probably making like 10,
no, bro, we were making like
no?
20, 25, yeah, like, we were charging like 130 to like 170, bro, an hour.
So now you guys are starting, and you guys, well, I mean, I think Sergio mentioned that you guys started playing at Poly one time.
Oh, we did play at Poly,
yeah. I mean, you guys say it was when we were still in school, but I don't remember you guys playing in school. Like, I don't remember me being in high school and seeing you guys play.
Yeah, I was a senior. At this point, I think I was a senior. And Moy had got out. We had, Alex had joined. My compadre, shout out my compadre.
Shout out Alex.
And yeah, and
you guys, okay, so you're playing at Poly, but then from there you guys already played at parties, no?
Yeah, we were already playing at parties. Yeah, we were already like.
So ya era peda.
Ya era peda. Yeah, we would get drunk. We would do, yeah.
And how was that? Because, like, for me, like as a kid, we would go to house parties, you know, like, obviously, I didn't go to know, like, privadas, like, of music, así como música regional or whatever the fuck. But for me, getting pedo, like, when I was young, era mucho, like, you know.
No,
and then now you, like, for a músico, now that I hang out with you guys a lot, and I used to hang out with you guys after high school, bro, it was like a peda, like, every day.
Yeah, every fucking day.
And, like, for me, I mean, eso, like, no que me hizo daño, but fuck, like,
bro,
el cuerpo no aguanta a veces, you know?
Bro,
so for you, like,
crazy.
Bro, you've been doing it now for what? How many years? Like, you would say, like, how many, like
8, 9 years?
8, 9 years.
9 years, like, 9 years.
And how do you think, like, because, like, you drink every weekend, right?
Yeah.
And how do you think you've been able to, like, manage it, right? But it's like, what do you think about, like, what do you look back and you're like, bro, like, I wish I never went this route? Do you think, like, do you regret, like, okay, like, I started at a young age, or...
Yeah.
Porque uno se cansa, pues, you know?
Uno se cansa, yeah. El cuerpo se cansa, pues, como dicen. Yeah, so... I was, 18? 19, bro. It was just, like... I never had a teacher to teach me or anything. But I had to learn by myself, you know? Like, I didn't... There's always tiempos, like, tonos and all that. I had to learn all that by myself. At this point, I was, like, 20. We started playing at events, bro. Events.
Like at GM.
Like GM, yeah, GM, bro, yeah, GM. And it was just crazy to me. I was nervous, bro. Like, it was just crazy, you know? It was a crazy experience.
Because it's in front of people.
In front of, yeah.
Escenario y todo, lights.
Yeah.
And this was in Sylmar.
In Sylmar, yeah.
Hasta la fecha, well, not hasta la fecha, but I never got to join.
Shout out GM, yeah.
Shout out GM. And that was your first como in front of
My
people.
First stage,
but even then, like, how many people would you say was there? Like, because I went to a GM event recently, and I mean, it's big, and there's a bunch of people there.
Yeah, somebody say llena, bro.
Like,
but I mean, back
like
then,
1,000, no?
I feel like back then there wasn't a lot of people like going out like that, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like música regional wasn't popping.
Yeah, I feel like
it was popping, but it got popping. I feel like it was popping, no?
It was popping, just a lot of people,
popping,
like a lot of young people weren't into it, you know?
Yeah. So I remember me, my freshman, I would listen to like Ariel Camacho, like Gerardo Ortiz, Alta Concina, Javier Rosas, stuff like that. And then, but it was like, if you listen to that, you were kind of like,
like, yeah, you're being,
like,
you're
weird. What are you listening to? Like, why are you playing? Like, for me, I grew up like my dad. My dad played like, he didn't play like Gerardo. He played more like Espinosa Paz.
Oh, so he was a lover,
like, boy. He was, you know.
Yeah.
So I ended up growing up with that, and then in high school I still listened to it a little bit, because my homie, he would listen to that. But then, like, so for me, it was like people, I don't know why, pues like everyone just hit it. I don't know why. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was just like
Back then, it was just
like, yeah, you couldn't be into it, but you like if you were into it, you were different.
Yeah.
You know. But anyways, whatever. But going back to Alto Nivel, so you started Alto Nivel, and then you guys ended up playing gigs, whatever.
Yeah,
Y pues poco a poco, you guys went to do how many years together?
Well, me probably 7 years,
7,
8, around 8 years, yeah.
So then you haven't been doing music. You've been doing music for longer.
For like 9, 10, probably, yeah.
Because then you did. So then, okay. So now let's jump into. So you were with them, and then from there you signed to Rancho.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
with an artist from Rancho,
yeah. So then, but you've been doing music for 9 years, no? You said?
9, 10 years, yeah.
And you're with them for 7.
Yeah, bro. So it was just like a quick jump, bro. It was a quick jump, yeah.
So then you joined Rancho, and then how did that come? Like because I don't even know how that came about. Like,
yeah. So I didn't even know about the artist at all. My sister, I guess she was like a fan of him, or I don't even know, but she followed him, whatever. She tells me the post. I'm like, hey, like text him, hit him up, like what if, like, he hits you back up or something like that. And I texted him, and he got back to me the day after. I remember, bro, like I was so into my guitar, like I was like just like trying to learn and everything. So I was playing my guitar, bro, when I get a message, fucking verified. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, bro, and then I literally shot my sister. I'm like, hey, like look, like he hit me back up, you know. And then he was like, you know what, I want to try you out. Like, I want to try you out. If you're down, if you're free today, gladly. I had like a vehicle already. I was 8. What was it? No, I was already like 21.
21.
Yeah, I was already 21. Yeah.
How many years are into music at this point? Like 4 years, 5 years?
So yeah, around there.
So then he hits you up, and then what?
He hits me up, bro. I take the opportunity. I'm like, you know what, like,
fuck it.
De aquí soy, like how you say, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I go. He tries me out, just me and him, bro, just right there at his fucking. He had a big ass mansion. I'm like, bro, he pulled up with the Lambo.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I pull up, tries me out. You know what? He's like, you know what? You're in.
And then from there, it was only you to it, right? And then
you two.
And then
one of I guess he wanted to try someone out to play Armonía. So that's when the homie Angel comes up. Shout out Angel too. He comes up, he tries him out. He's like, you know what? Like, what do you think of him? I'm like, bro, like he's badass. You know? And then at this point, it's just 3 of us.
And was he doing segunda? Because
bro, that's what he. Yeah.
But so he was doing segunda.
He was doing segunda, bro. Yeah.
So then from then, I mean, my bad. But so you get signed, right? Or he calls you, right? So a verified, verified artist. When you got that, like that moment, like, did you soak it in, or you're like es como viviendo un sueño, pues, right? At that moment. And did you were you you went to his crib, he tells you like, I'm signed?
Yeah, bro, I got home, cause I got home, I didn't get the message till like the day after, I think. I got home, bro, and he was like, you know what, like, and then the day after comes, he was like, you know what, like, you're in.
And then you're at home when he tells you you're in.
Bro, yeah.
And you're like...
No, actually, no, I'm lying, bro. It was when I was on my way home. He hits me up, like, I was already done with him. Leaving his crib, I was on my way home. Bro, I was just so excited to tell my family. I'm like,
you're like,
what? Yeah.
And then once you get in, once you're in, right? What was the biggest surprise? Because for me, right now that I hang out with you guys a lot, I hang out with a bunch of musicals because of you. There's a bunch of stuff that's like behind the scenes that people don't know.
Oh yeah.
So now you're signed, right? And I mean, there's a bunch of beef about the music industry, obviously, like it's out there.
Yeah.
What was your biggest surprise? Like, oh, I didn't think it was like this. Like,
I didn't know that. So when me and him were creating a song, or creating like a lyrics or something like that, like obviously a melody or anything like that you could put your credit into it, bro. You could put like, cada músico, hey, pónganse las pilas, bro. I swear to God,
there's a bunch of podcasts that I see and a bunch of TikToks. There's a grupo in Chicago. I don't know their name. I know their name, but I don't right now. But they talk about that. Like, you get paid for everything in the music.
You get paid for everything, bro, yeah.
So you started finding
if you put a melody, if you put a little fucking word, anything, bro, you could put your name there.
Like one little lyric.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of artists they hide that shit, you know? Because they want to get all the credit and everything.
No, yeah, and
but no shade to that. I mean,
that's where the beef comes, That's where the beef starts, huh? So now, something that I noticed too, right? Like now, and it's like the image of a músico, right? The image.
Oh, you have to take care of that. Yeah.
So it's like you join. So I mean, not even the músico, anyone in general, right? But like content creators and influencers and músicos and this and that. When you're a músico, todos pues se visten así de alucin and stuff like that.
Madre, yeah.
So how did it come about when it's like he's telling you like, okay, go buy a fit, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he didn't tell you you're gonna record a video.
Yeah.
And then he tells you, all right, go buy your fit, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean buy my fit?
Yeah.
You're
So
like, did I hit the Gucci store or what?
Yeah. So first of all, I mean, I started recording. You do the recording first, and then you do playback, which is the video. And then he hits me up. You know, he's like, you know what, like go buy yourself a fit. Send me the invoice, and they'll cash you out.
They'll cash you out.
Bro, I was like you saw it, bro. I was buying myself a good ass fit, you know. So yeah, and then I didn't know like they'll repay you, like a big ass company will repay you for that.
Okay, so you buy your fit and they pay you, and then pues, how long did you play for him for?
Like around 2 years, probably 2 years,
and
a year and a half.
So you just started like, okay, like that you were up, and then
se vino todo de bajada, pues, you know.
And when you were there, you're like, was it cool? Like, did you think like, okay, like esto va para largo? You're like, you know what, like I don't think this will go too far.
No, I thought I had made it at that time. Yeah, like, okay. I was like, I made it, bro, you know. Yeah. But I met a lot of like cool artists like Gemelos. I made Edición Especial. Fuerza pulled up one of like those days.
Shout out Fuerza, we're gonna go see him tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, Vegas, bro. You excited for that?
Ahí viene Vegas.
Ahí viene Vegas, bro.
Fuck, but so you met all these artists, right? And then did you meet? I don't know their names. Fuck. I know their names. With I don't know. I know their name, but I can't even fucking remember.
They're in Rancho or
no. I know their names. They're brothers, no?
They're
brothers. No. They're not. They played like. They still play like. They're like signed, I think, but they still play at. That is his name.
Yeah,
so you met them in that scenario, or
no? That was already after I was already out.
You were at Rancho.
Yeah, that was like the other grupo that I joined. That you officially joined.
Oh, so you joined them after
hitting Rancho.
Okay, so now you're going solista.
Yeah.
And then so you leave Rancho because it was like, your contract
finished. The contract finished, yeah.
And then how did it go? You're like, okay, because like when you're at Ultima and Alto Nivel, you guys were like, you have a stable income.
Yeah.
You're stable, boom. You're going through, and you guys were popping.
Yeah.
For me, like I remember, like I got you guys two times here at my house. 3 times. I got you guys 3 times. I got you guys one over there, one over here, one right here. And then so when you left, did you ever like, damn, like I left that and I came here, se dio aquí, or were you like, you know what, like everyone wants bigger.
Yeah.
So at one point you ended up thinking like, okay, like I want bigger, and you leap for it, y pues no se dio,
Yeah, I feel like mentally I wasn't there. I mean, I was going through a lot at that time.
When you left Rancho.
No, when I was during Rancho, I feel like I didn't give it my all, bro. Like to be honest, I didn't give it my all, and I feel like everything just went downhill from there. And then after I joined them, and it was cool. Had a little problemillas ahí,
Yeah, no se dio.
Pero no decir de más.
Pero es como con todo. I feel like for me, when I started my business, right, and it's like I was going in the 2 months, I thought I was okay, like como dices tú,
it's like everything, bro, sube y baja, pues, you know?
And I thought I made it, and then me and him have talked about it off camera. And at one point, like when you're so up, but when you're doing so good, and then de repente es como baja todo. Te agüitas, pues todos se agüitan, and for me, I'm like, you feel like you hit rock, even though it's not rock bottom, because you're still more than what you were like when you started, right?
Yeah.
Pero it's like, as a person, it's
te acostumbras that you're like up there.
You're up there, yeah. Uno anda, you're living life, boom, this, that. And then, pues, you hit rock bottom, and you said at one point you hit like rock bottom.
Yeah, bro.
You were kind of low at Rancho, and then once you leave that, now you're like doing nothing, right?
Now, like, people just know me that I joined Rancho. People don't know me that I got out.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like out of nowhere, and then out of nowhere, bro, like they just started hitting me up. That's when I became I had joined. And then I got out of. When people just started hitting me up. Hey, like,
and then you became like natural. Not you don't name it as a solista, but you became naturally like, okay, wait for acá,
like a solo musician. Yeah.
And then, so, what do you think like is like the positive? Like, what are the pros for you? Like, cause I mean, you tell me here and there, like, oh, like, well, I like it because I could do whatever I want. I could go with this guy, I could go with him, one weekend with him.
Yeah.
Do you think like a lot of músicos prefer that? Did you like, now that you look at it, do you prefer being plantado or solo?
No, now that I look at it, I feel like I'm better that I am right now. Why? Because sometimes, you know, your mom's birthday, like stuff like that, holidays and stuff like that. If you want to work it, then go ahead. If not, then pues, you know.
Yeah.
But
and then being solo was they got us.
You could charge. You can even charge you like
you could charge whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
Today pues ocupo más today 150.
Yeah. Like a holiday, I could charge like, you know, like a little bit more than what I.
And then being solo pues that's when, you know, Angel called you.
Yeah.
When he called you, then you called.
Angel goes back to me. Angel hits me up. You know what?
And you met Angel at Rancho, right?
I met Angel, when I was in Rancho already, yeah.
And then pues we go to Utah.
Yeah.
And that was like, I mean, obviously not your first event, but that's your first event like out of the state. A ver, cuéntame, because that for me, Utah, I wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
Para mí se me hizo mucho. I was viviendo la vida de artista. Pues,
it's a crazy experience, bro.
I feel like like when you called me and you're like, hey, we're gonna go to. You didn't tell me like we're gonna go, but you told me like, hey, like, are you down to go to Utah for a gig?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I was working. I was like, a gig in Utah. I was like, no. At first, I was like, nah, like I'm not gonna do it, you know?
Yeah.
But then I was like, I was like, that's a sick ass plot.
Yeah.
I was like backstage
and everything,
going on a plane to Utah. Now for you, like, how? Because I wasn't playing. For me, it was nothing. Like, it's not that it's nothing, but I'm just going. But for you, ¿cómo se siente, pues?
Nah, it was a crazy experience, bro. Like, I mean, it's crazy when you hit other states, you know?
Other states, yeah.
Bro, you be like, fuck, like, what the fuck am I doing here, you know? Like,
and then
playing with other big artists like Farmers and Belly that played right there.
And then going to sound checks.
Going to sound check.
Pulling up in Uber Blacks,
bro. And then putting the in-use putting the instrument.
Yeah, because there's an engineer. Y ahí estaba yo with the guitar, ahí cargando todo, ahí de chicle. Nah, for me, damn, bro, that event was, we go to sound check, we go home, we go back to the hotel. We left like 30 minutes before the event. Yeah. Because sound check was like delayed, and then like we still didn't, like you guys didn't know we didn't know like ¿cómo se dice? Like the time schedule. And then we're like, confiados, like, nah, we're gonna go in like around 9, 10.
10.
De repente we're going home, it's 8 o'clock, and they're like, all right, you're on at 8:30.
Yeah.
And the hotel was like 5 minutes away, and we all have to shower, still have to get ready. Yeah. When we get to the hotel, we get ready, and then we don't know what we're gonna wear. Yeah. We're still like, hey, what am I gonna wear? And then we finally get to the event, and then it's like, all right, like, hit the stage.
Yeah.
And I según Tommy, un cameraman manager, giving him a guitar and I don't know what.
Yeah.
And then that's when the first time I felt like, cause it's funny, cause me and Richie went to Treehouse.
Okay.
Did we go? I don't know. We went to a club one time, right? And someone comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, are you guys streamers?" Right? And I was like, "Nah, like I don't stream." And then I was just like, for me, I was like, "What?"
Se mira la pinta.
Yeah. Pues, like I was like, all right, whatever. We went somewhere else one time, and again, like, oh, like you do this, you do that. But then when I went to Utah with this fool, that's the first time I felt like I'm up. I remember being backstage, and then like people are looking. I remember I had a tranqui fit that day, you know. Yeah. I had a tranqui fit, so people were looking at me like, "Who is this fool?" You know.
And they were carrying a bass, no? You were carrying a bass.
No, hold on. Before we get to that. So then we finished, like, they finished. We finished. Cálmate tú. So they finished playing, and then we thought we were gonna stay backstage, but they like, hey, pues sáquense de aquí, you know, because the big artists were coming. Yeah. So we go outside, and then we're getting pedo right there, pisteando. And then finally the event's over, and then we left the requinto in the back. In the back, yeah. And then I'm like, we have to grab it. We have to go out, and they were making us go to the front. Remember? Like they're like, oh, you have to go to the back. No, but at first they're like, oh no, you can't go back here. Yeah. And I was like, nah, like we left the guitar. So we go back there, and then we go back there. I get the guitar, and I remember there was a girl, and I was like, fuck, like I need to talk to her. So then I grab his guitar. I open the curtain, and there's like a little bear, and I grab the guitar and I go, and I'm like, hey, can I get your number? And she sees the guitar, and then like she's like looking at me, and the friend's like, yeah, like give it to him, to him. And then al fin dijo que no. Fuck, seco. So dijo que no, and I'm like, like I thought the guitar was gonna do it, you know? Pero pues ya no, and then we walk out, and then you leave. Yeah, you go to the hotel, and it's me and Angel, and we're playing, and then I throw the bass. I throw the bass on.
I think I was still there.
You were still there.
We were taking shots. I remember we were taking shots. I was just waiting for my Uber.
But we come out from the door, and then like there's no one there, and then people start seeing us walk out, and I have the guitar. We have like the cases. Hey, a picture. And I was like, fuck, I'm famous. And I was like, no, see, like I was pedo, and I was like, see, jálese. People are coming in, and now people are like, cántame una. And then that's when we started playing for like a good hour. And I was like, for me, I was like, bro, I'm famous. People are taking pictures. People think I'm part of those farmers.
I think they did tell you that, no?
People thought I was part of those farmers, and then I'm like, it's from Rancho. That was so sicko. And then he leaves, and I'm still there, bro. And girls are coming, guys taking shots, people yelling out, hey! And that was for me like a moment that, like, I was like, damn, that's like, now I know why like being a músico like is like, not that it's dope, but I'm like, okay. And then from that's when my idea came about, like, I want to play like I need to learn something. Yeah. I remember telling like I need to play that accordion, and then this was like, yeah, I'll show you, but nah, he won't show me. But anyway,
I don't even know how to play it,
but from there, so now like, now that you do all this, right, like, do you ever think like, okay, like I want my music career to go here, or you're just like, nah, like ahí se queda?
Nah, I actually like, I want to put myself in a position where I could like live off music, bro.
You want, like, this is what you want to do?
This is what I want to do.
Because it's like the dope. I'm telling you, like, I could never forget Utah. And I wasn't even a músico. I was just there.
Yeah. No, but before this, I had other people hit me up, bro. Like,
other people hit you up?
When Rancho, Oscar Ortiz hit me up.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
Brian Rangel, Fernando Llanos to record, bro. Like, bro, it was crazy, you know? Like, he did a song with Los Gemelos.
Oh, okay.
And he like blew up with Los Gemelos and shit. So, yeah, shout out Fernando. But yeah, I guess what's his name? Angel had recommended me to Fernando, and then
because Angel se fue, he went to Utah.
Yeah, he had left.
Yeah. Okay. And that's when you like, he told you like, hey, go with this.
Like, hey, like, you know, like pull up and record. And have some songs out there, you know.
But you have songs played?
Yeah, like, we're recording.
I didn't even know what.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
How many songs do you have like así como play, like recorded, and they're like on Apple Music?
I think 2, but I had other like recordings that never came out.
But you have, those are with Everardo?
No, with Everardo I had like 5 that came out.
So there's 5 with him
on Apple Music.
No, I'm saying like in total, like
así like with all my music
with
shit?
all your music.
Probably like a good 10. Yeah,
and when you signed with him, my bad, go back. When you signed with him, did he already have that song? What's that song? Pasos Rojos,
yeah. He did with Fuerza, yeah.
And but you didn't know about the song.
I didn't know about. I had heard about it,
but you never knew.
But I never knew it was him.
It's because low key, even me when you told me about him.
Yeah.
I never knew he was like on that.
And he also has a song with Nata, bro. Nata, it has like 15-20 million views, yeah.
Oh shit.
So it was like I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm joining a big ass artist, you know?
Yeah. That's crazy. Nah, but I mean, that's a little bit about Chris. I feel like we could get into more details, you know, later on. Maybe we could do a segment, you know, with the carne asada.
Yeah, bro.
Something tranqui. Yeah. But I feel like that's it for this episode. As always, thank you for tuning in to another episode of CALLE Negocios. Thank you for all the support. I feel like I've gotten a lot of support on this first episode. I didn't think I was gonna get all the love and all the, a lot of reposts. For me, having 50 followers, I've gained like 50 followers, which is nothing, but the YouTube, I know it's something, and I feel like the YouTube page, I got like 150 views as of now. I want to appreciate, I want to give a big shout out to everyone, tuning in, either if you're watching the whole video, you're just watching a little bit about it. Again, shout out to my boys from All In. Shout out Richie, Ivan. I'll put their, little ads on there. I'll put Chris's ad right here. Make sure to follow them, and as always, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it, repost it. I'll be putting probably Chris's picture, tomorrow, debut of his picture, and then we'll go from there. But other than that, we're out of here. Peace.
Thank you.